Yes, my child. Let these words pierce the noise. Let them strike like thunder through every distraction and settle deep into the marrow of your soul. What you are about to hear is not a suggestion. It is not advice. It is a divine summons, crafted in heaven, delivered in fire, and wrapped in my voice. This is not just another message. This is your turning point. The winds in the spirit have shifted, and you feel it. Things around you are no longer what they were. Doors that once refused you are trembling on their hinges. Chains that clung to your ankles now crack under invisible force. What you called delay was alignment. What you called silence was strategy. And now I come to tell you, my child, the wind just shifted for you. I don't want you to just listen. I want you to absorb, to inhale every word like breath in dry lungs, to hold these sentences like scrolls of fire in your chest. This word is alive. It carries movement. It will not coddle your pain. It will command your resurrection. So don't you dare drift away midway. Don't pause and come back later. Don't scroll past the sentence that carries your deliverance. You've been asking me for confirmation, for clarity, for proof that I have not forgotten you, and this is it. This message is the sign. This message is the shift. The winds of heaven are no longer still, and they are blowing directly in your direction. If you walk away now, you will walk away from what I wrote with your name carved into it. You will miss the sentence that answers your secret prayer. Stay until the final word. Let every section strip the lies. Breathe on your calling. Rewire your identity and catapult you into the very place I've always prepared for you. Let this be more than content. Let it be the collision between your weakness and my glory. Because what's about to be spoken is not just revelation. It is release. Listen closely. I'm not speaking to the world. I'm speaking to you. My child, can you feel it? The stirring in the air. The quiet trembling beneath your feet. The shift you've longed for. The breakthrough you've prayed for. It has already begun. The winds have changed direction, and they are no longer against you. I have spoken to the storm, and it now carries the breath of my favor. The atmosphere is obeying my voice. Your season of delay has come to its end, and I have commanded movement on your behalf. What once resisted you is now retreating. What once blocked you is breaking. What once felt like a wall is now becoming a way. You are not standing still anymore. I am pulling you forward, gently yet powerfully, like the tide responding to the moon. The resistance that wrapped itself around your feet, fear, fatigue, confusion, is unraveling now at my command. I have declared it, and so it shall be. My word does not return void, and I have spoken increase, release, and divine momentum over you. Do not shrink back. Do not look to the left or to the right. Lift your eyes. Fix your heart. Step into the current of my spirit, for I am the one who shifts not only circumstances but souls. Rise now in expectation. Move as though the answer is already in motion, because it is. The spiritual climate has changed. The air around you carries my presence, my promises, my power. Breathe it in. Let it fill your lungs and awaken your courage. I am dismantling what held you down, not with noise, not with violence, but with divine precision. One whisper from my throne, and the chains begin to crack. One breath from my mouth, and the desert begins to bloom. One touch of my hand, and the mountain bows. Do not second guess what I've begun. Do not let old disappointments distort what is unfolding. You are standing in a new moment, holy ground soaked in my sovereignty. The winds are not random. They are righteous. This is not coincidence. It is covenant. I have waited for this moment with you. I have watched over every tear that watered the soil of your waiting. And now, the harvest begins. The heavens are leaning low, the angels are moving fast, and all creation echoes my command. Shift. Take courage and walk forward. Let your feet align with the rhythm of my will. What felt impossible yesterday will be effortless tomorrow. Why? Because I go before you. I have broken the gates of bronze. I have leveled the valleys and raised the low places. I have made room for your destiny. The shaking was not your undoing. It was the preparation. And now, as the winds obey my word, so must your spirit. Flow with me. Trust me. Expect me. For this is the season where everything changes. Yes, the world around you may not understand it. They will see doors open, favor flow, blessings chase you down, and wonder what happened. But you will know, I happen. My hand, my promise, my wind. You are not just moving forward, you are being carried by something far greater than momentum. You are being carried by me. And now, my child, plant your feet in faith. Breathe in the shift. Declare it aloud, the wind has changed in my favor. Speak it until your soul believes it. Walk as one who is chosen, sent, and sustained. Because you are. I have authored this shift. I have released it for your good, and I will sustain it by my power. Don't just witness the change. Embrace it. Live it. Step into it. The divine wind has shifted and it is carrying you straight into promise. My precious one, I have seen what others overlooked. I have felt every tear that fell silently in the night, every ache buried beneath your smile. I have heard the cries you couldn't put into words, the prayers whispered beneath blankets soaked with grief, the questions that echoed unanswered through the corridors of your heart. You have wondered if I still see you, if I still hear you. And I tell you, now with the authority of heaven, you have never been forgotten. You are not abandoned, you are appointed. You are not hidden, you are held. I have etched your name on the palm of my hand, engraved your story on the scrolls of eternity, and written your identity into the stars. Heaven has recorded every sacrifice, every moment you chose faith over fear, every time you stood when it would have been easier to fall. I saw it. I honored it. And now I respond. Lift your eyes, my child. Look again at the places that once felt desolate. See the stirring. The wind you feel brushing past your soul is not a coincidence. It is my spirit reminding you that you are seen. You are my beloved, my chosen one, called by name and bathed in grace. When the world turned its face, I turned my gaze toward you. When others forgot your worth, I remembered who I created you to be. Let me show you what I see. You are radiant with purpose, clothed in strength, and crowned with hope. You carry glory in your bones, destiny in your breath. You were never meant to blend in, you were born to break through. I am bringing you into a season where the silence is broken and the shadows lose their grip. You will no longer have to strive to be noticed. I am raising you in full view of those who doubted you, those who overlooked you, even those who betrayed you. I am calling forth the forgotten places in your soul and breathing life into them again. You will dream again. You will love again. You will rise again. The wind of remembrance is moving now. Do you feel it? I am the God who sees, and I have seen you. So come, step forward. Shake off the lies that told you you were unseen. Release the shame that wrapped around your worth like chains. Stand tall, for I am unveiling you in this hour. I have not only remembered you, I am restoring you. This is not a pitying glance. This is a divine recognition. I know you. I know your pain, your power, your promise. And I say now, you are remembered. You are restored. You are rising. Let me speak this clearly into your soul. Everything that rose against you, every word, every weapon, every scheme, is now being reversed by my decree. The tables are turning. The ground beneath your enemies is trembling, and the very accusations that once threatened to define you are falling powerless to the floor. I have stepped into the courtroom of heaven and declared, enough. The charges are dropped. The verdict is overturned. The case is closed. You must hear me, child. You are not defeated. You are defended. I have wrapped my robe of righteousness around you. I have silenced the mouth of the accuser. I have dismantled the lies and shattered the strongholds that tried to hold you captive. What the enemy meant for harm, I am repurposing for honor. What looked like a breakdown is becoming your breakthrough. What felt like a setback was a divine setup for your elevation. You wondered if I had left you in the hands of your enemies, but I never relinquished control. I have been watching, waiting, orchestrating, and now I move. My justice is not delayed. It is perfect in timing and complete in power. The tide is turning in your favor. The very wind that blew against you will now carry you forward. Do not fear their voices. I have made them mute. Do not fear their plots. I have already dismantled them. I am reversing the curse. I am restoring what was lost. I am renewing your strength and rebuilding your name. You will not wear the garments of shame. I clothe you now in honor. You will not walk under the weight of old judgments. I release you to walk in my freedom. You will not be known by your past mistakes. I will make your righteousness shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Stand now in the truth of who you are. Speak it with holy defiance. The wind has reversed, and so has my story. Watch me restore relationships you thought were ruined, dreams you buried in fear, confidence that once lay shattered beneath failure. This is not a partial redemption. It is total reversal. Nothing stolen will stay lost. Nothing broken will stay fractured. Nothing unjust will remain uncorrected. I am not simply removing obstacles. I am reversing outcomes. What once disqualified you is now what I use to qualify you. The things you feared would destroy you will now become testimonies that glorify me. So rise in courage. Move in boldness. Let your spirit sing in freedom. The battle was never yours. It was always mine. And now, my victory becomes your reality. I am the God who rewrites endings. And today I decree, your reversal is in motion. My child, be still and listen, not with your ears but with your spirit. You feel the tension in the air, the trembling in the unseen. That is the sound of chains snapping, of shackles falling, of strongholds crumbling under the weight of my presence. I have spoken, and every prison door must open. This is not a moment for tomorrow. This is now. The chains are breaking, not by might, not by human hands, but by the breath of my spirit. You have carried burdens too long. You have walked with invisible restraints around your heart, around your mind, around your dreams. But I have declared liberty over your life. I have commanded the iron gates to yield. I have said to the captives, come forth, and to the bound, be free. No curse, no lie, no generational bondage can resist the force of my wind. What has followed you ends here. What has limited you is being uprooted at the root. Let go of fear. Release the grief. Cast off the cloak of heaviness. I am exchanging it now for garments of praise. Where sorrow once lingered, I am planting joy. Where addiction once ruled, I am establishing holiness. Where trauma once lived, I am building peace. This is more than a breakthrough. It is a jailbreak, and no prison can hold what I have loosed. Open your hands now, my beloved. Lift your eyes. Lift your voice. Say it aloud. The chains are breaking. Speak it until you feel it in your bones. This is not wishful thinking. This is divine decree. Every invisible cage, every silent torment, every secret shame is bowing to the name above all names. I am he who sets free, and when I set you free, you are free indeed. Don't look back at what once held you. Don't reach for chains I already broke. Walk in liberty. Move in power. Dance in deliverance. The enemy has lost his grip. Your past has lost its hold. Your fears have lost their voice. The only sound now is the sound of my spirit moving you forward. Come, child, into the wide space I've prepared. No more tight corners. No more suffocating sorrow. You are free to love, to live, to lead, to laugh again. The breath of my wind has scattered the oppressors, and my word has shattered the yoke. Step into the light. Don't hesitate. Don't delay. The chains are breaking now, and you are walking out free. Look now, my child. Watch what I am doing, not with natural sight, but through eyes of the Spirit. You once stood before doors that refused to move, praying, knocking, waiting in what felt like endless stillness. But today, I speak from my throne with authority. The doors are opening swiftly. I have issued my decree, and what no man could force open is now swinging wide at the sound of my voice. These are not doors of human opportunity. They are divine gates carved by eternity and released by obedience. The waiting has not been wasted. The delay was not denial. It was alignment. I was preparing you for doors that would lead not just to success, but to significance. This isn't about random openings or fleeting moments. These doors are assignments, sacred access points into the territory I have already claimed on your behalf. You are not stumbling into luck. You are walking into covenant. Step forward now. Let your feet match the pace of my spirit. The wind I send is swift. It carries acceleration. It removes resistance. It clears paths. You will not need to force what I have already unlocked. You won't need to manipulate what I have already ordained. Just obey. Just move when I say move. Delayed opportunities are catching up. Forgotten promises are awakening. What was sealed tight is bursting open at my command. The key is not in your hand. It's in your faith, your trust, your obedience, your willingness to move without hesitation. These are the levers of supernatural access. Do not wait for confirmation from people who did not call you. Do not seek permission from voices that never saw your destiny. You already have my yes. You already carry my approval. I have already gone before you, clearing the hallway of fear, lighting every step with my fire. Listen closely. This is not about being ready in the way the world defines readiness. I qualify whom I call. I equip those who trust. The door does not open because you are perfect. It opens because you are positioned. And you, my child, are precisely where I need you to be. Heaven has recorded your preparation. And now, it releases your promotion. You will not miss what is yours. No thief can steal what I have ordained. No rival can block what I've assigned. No delay can derail what I've scheduled. The winds of my spirit carry more than power. They carry precision. And when my wind moves, doors obey. Systems shift. Walls fall. Hearts open. Take a breath. Feel the pull. The air around you is charged with momentum. Miracles are meeting motion. Angels are stationed at threshold. The hallway you feared was endless is about to become the launch pad for your destiny. Walk boldly. Speak my word as you move. Gust the rhythm of my timing. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration. I am not opening doors so you can be seen. I am opening them so my glory can be revealed through you. This is your moment, and the speed at which it unfolds will astound you. You are not late. You are not lost. You are right on time. I have flung wide the gates. Walk through them now. Don't stop here, my child. You only just begun to hear the depth of what I'm unfolding. To turn away now would silence the very wind I've sent to set you free. I've opened a door in this moment. Do not walk away from what I've prepared with such care. Stay close. Stay listening. My voice is still calling you forward. I have watched you crawl through valleys. I have seen you pressed beneath the weight of trials that should have crushed you. I observed your quiet faith in secret places where no applause reached, where no spotlight shone. And now I speak this over you with fire and truth. You are being lifted higher. This lifting is not a promotion from man. This is not the result of worldly validation. This is my hand exalting you, not for status, not for praise, but for purpose. The elevation I bring does not come to puff you up. It comes to position you. I am raising you above what once overwhelmed you. I am setting your feet on heights that once seemed unreachable, not because you earned it, but because I ordained it. Come higher, my child. Let go of the ground you've grown used to. Let go of the comfort zones that dulled your courage. Let go of the fears that tethered you to low places. You were never created to stay beneath the weight of your wounds. You were born for altitude. I crafted your wings from wisdom and wrapped your ascent in my word. Now rise. Don't fear the elevation. Don't shrink beneath the weight of what others might say. I know your heart. I know your limitations, your insecurities, your flaws, and I chose you anyway. My wind will sustain you. My spirit will steady you. My voice will be your compass when the heights feel unfamiliar. And when the ground below grows small, do not look down. Look at me. I am your foundation, even in the sky. You will not fall. I have built you for this. The same wind that brought you through the storm is the same wind lifting you now. It carried you through the fire. It will now carry you into favor. The pressure that once crushed you is becoming the fuel that elevates you. This is not accidental. This is intentional. I am raising you to new vision. From here, you will see differently. You will discern what others miss. You will speak with clarity, with courage, with anointing. Your voice will carry weight because your heart has been refined. You will no longer speak from survival, but from revelation. You will no longer operate from wounds, but from wisdom. Embrace the rise. Let me cut away what cannot come with you. Let me break the ties that anchored you to past versions of yourself. Your humility has made room for this elevation. Your surrender has created space for this increase. And now, I lift you, not for applause, but for impact. Not for attention, but for assignment. You are ascending because I am leading. You are going higher not to escape difficulty, but to engage destiny. This is your appointed time. Let your soul breathe in the altitude. Let your spirit grow wings. I am not just lifting you. I am revealing the heights for which you were made. And I will not let you fall. Do not rush, my beloved. Do not sprint ahead because the doors are opening and the winds are swift. Before I release you fully into what I've prepared, I must align what lies within. For I do not send chaos into battle. I do not place fractured hearts into holy missions. I refine before I release. And what I am doing in you now is deeper than strategy. It is sacred alignment. I am aligning your heart to beat with mine. I am adjusting the frequencies of your thoughts, bringing harmony between your vision and my will. You cannot carry new fire with old fuel. You cannot walk in fresh power with stale belief systems. Let me in. Let me cleanse, correct, recalibrate. Your obedience in this secret space will determine your authority in public places. Do not resist my process. Welcome the refinement. Invite my conviction. Let me shine light into motives you've never examined. Let me pull weeds of pride before they grow into thorns. Let me remove even good things if they are not God things. This is not punishment. It is preparation. You asked me for destiny. This is how I deliver it, by making your soul ready to carry the weight of what I'm about to pour out. You have dreams, but I have blueprints. You have desire, but I have design. Yield your will, and I will infuse it with my power. Open your heart fully, not just the parts you've already surrendered. Let me in where pain still hides, where wounds still whisper lies. I do not rush healing. I complete it. Kingdom alignment precedes kingdom assignment. I am aligning your mind with faith, your mouth with truth, your steps with wisdom. You will no longer move by emotion, but by revelation. You will no longer react from fear, but respond from discernment. This alignment will not only prepare you, it will protect you. Because when I send you, it will be with precision. You will not wander. You will not waste. I will make your assignment clear. But first, I will make your soul clean. Your clarity is rising. Your direction is forming. The fog is lifting. You will not have to guess which way to go. I will guide you with my eye. And when the moment comes, when the call arrives, when the mantle rests upon you, you will be ready. Stand still in this sacred space. Let me finish what I've started. Yield fully. Trust deeply. I'm not delaying you. I'm aligning you. And soon, my child, the mission will be released. And you will walk in it with fire, with focus, with favor. You have walked through fires that scorched more than flesh. They burned memory, identity, trust. You have carried wounds no one saw, silent aches woven into your smile, invisible bruises hiding beneath your strength. But listen to me now. My healing is not delayed. It is here. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. The winds I've sent are not empty. They carry balm. They carry restoration. They carry resurrection. I am not asking you to pretend you're fine. I'm inviting you to bring me every fragment. I see what broke you, what left you breathless, what altered the way you see yourself and the world. I have not overlooked your suffering. I have not dismissed the depth of your pain. I have felt it with you, and I have held it in my hands. And now, I am speaking over you with authority that silences sickness, trauma, grief, and fear. Be healed. Do not underestimate what I am doing. This is not surface-level relief. This is soul-deep, generational, cellular healing. I am addressing the root, not just the symptoms. I am going back to the first wound, the first fracture, the first place where you learned to protect yourself instead of trusting me. I am touching memories and rewiring beliefs. I am lifting sorrow that became your second skin and pouring in joy like a river that will not dry. Breathe now, my child. Breathe in my presence. Feel my spirit moving through you like living water, reaching even the places you forgot were broken. I am healing more than your body. I am restoring your vision, your trust, your ability to feel joy without fear that it will be stolen. I am healing you from the belief that you must earn love, prove worth, or hide pain to be accepted. Let go of those lies. I never required that of you. Let me touch what doctors couldn't explain. Let me mend what time did not heal. Let me enter the places shame told you to hide. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. I am the God who makes all things new, including you. And I am not healing you halfway. I am making you whole. Don't resist the process. Let the tears fall. They are the evidence that the hard places are softening. Let the memories rise. I am redeeming them, not reliving them. Let the fear lift. I am replacing it with my perfect peace. Where trauma once defined your story, triumph will now be the headline. What tried to bury you is becoming the very soil from which your testimony will rise. This healing will not just affect you, it will flow through you. You will carry healing in your hands, compassion in your eyes, and fire in your voice. Your restoration will be contagious. Others will see your joy and ask, "What happened to you?" And you will answer, "I encountered the healer." Stand in my wind, child. Let it wash over you. The time of silent suffering ends here. My healing is flowing now, and you will never be the same. I never called you by your shame. I never labeled you by your failure. I never reduced you to your weakness or defined you by your wounds. My voice, from the beginning, spoke one name over you, mine. And today, I speak it again with unwavering authority. You belong to me. You have worn labels that I did not assign. Others named you out of their own pain. Too broken, too much, not enough. Life tried to shape you through disappointment, abandonment, comparison. But those names are being stripped now. The wind I have sent carries more than healing. It carries restoration of identity. And as it blows, every false title is being peeled away. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the roles you were forced to play. You are my beloved. Let me remind you of who you truly are. You were crafted with purpose, not by chance. You were spoken into existence with intention, not accident. I formed you with vision. I breathed destiny into your lungs. You carry eternity in your bones. You were made in my image, not the image of fear, not the shape of insecurity, not the mold of rejection. You were made in the image of glory. Do not hide your light. Do not diminish your strength to make others comfortable. Do not shrink to fit the story someone else wrote. Step fully into the truth of who you are. You are royalty. You are redeemed. You are radiant. You carry authority not because of what you've done, but because of what I declared when I first dreamed you into being. Stand tall now. Let your shoulders remember their weight. Let your spine straighten beneath the revelation of who you are. Speak truth over yourself again. I am chosen. I am called. I am covered. You are not what happened to you, you are what I have redeemed through you. This restoration is not temporary. It is eternal. I am rewriting how you see yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you walk in rooms and take up space. I am renewing your self-perception with kingdom perspective. You will no longer beg for worth. You will carry it with quiet authority. You will not chase validation. You will live from revelation. Your name is written in my book, sealed by my blood, surrounded by angels. Let go of the false identities that have clung like shadows. Shake them off. They no longer belong. You have been renamed, beloved, overcomer, vessel of glory. And no voice, no opinion, no past mistake can override what I have spoken. This is your awakening. This is your unmasking. This is your holy return to who I created you to be. I am restoring your identity. Not partially, entirely. I am not only your redeemer. I am your provider. I don't just forgive sin. I fill need. I don't only restore hearts, I release abundance. And today, I declare over you, provision is being released. From the storehouses of heaven, from wells you did not dig, from sources you did see cunning, I am sending supply. You have tried. You have stretched. You have believed even while watching the oil run low. And still, you never gave up. At faith, at relentless, trembling, mustard seed faith, has reached my throne. And now, the heavens respond. I am the one who multiplied loaves. I am the one who brought man to the wilderness. I am the one who fills jars to overflowing, and I have not changed. Do not be afraid of lack. Do not bow to anxiety. You are not subject to the economy of man. You are connected to the kingdom of heaven. I know what you need before you ask. I know the hidden costs, the secret burdens, the quiet calculations that keep you awake at night. And I tell you now, you will not go without. Provision is not a reward for striving. It is the result of surrender. I will supply not just according to your need, but according to my riches in glory. That means overflow. That means sufficiency for today and strategy for tomorrow. I am releasing ideas that bring increase. I am unlocking favor that opens streams. I am raising up partners, sending helpers, positioning people whose hands will carry what your heart envisioned. Trust me. Place your finances, your dreams, your necessities in my hands. I am not overwhelmed by your need. I am excited to meet it. I take joy in providing for you. You are not a burden to me. You are a delight. Every seed you sow in obedience will return a harvest soaked in blessing. Every act of generosity will echo back to you with multiplied grace. Do not hold back. Do not hoard in fear. Walk in faith. Speak provision. Expect a breakthrough. Watch the doors of favor open as I rebuke the devourer on your behalf. You will not lack what you need to fulfill what I have called you to build. You will have bread for today and vision for the future. I supply for the mission I assign. This is not a trickle. This is a release. This is not someday. This is now. The rain is falling. The jars are filling. The nets are breaking. Provision is here. And you, my child, will walk in the abundance of my promise. The wind is shifting in your life. But now I ask, will you be the wind that shifts someone else's? Every super thanks, every membership, every gift you plant is not a donation. It's a declaration. It says, Lord, send this word farther. Let it touch another soul waiting in silence. I told you, give, and it will be given to you, and I never speak empty words. You prayed, use me, God, and this is how I answer. When you release your seed, you release my voice. I bless what you give. I breathe on it, and I cause it to overflow in favor, peace, and protection over your house. Go now. Sow into this wind. Let heaven move through you. Support through super thanks, YouTube membership, or by planting a gift through the PayPal link in the video description below. Pause now, and you risk missing the very part I wrote with your name upon it. I did not bring you this far to leave your spirit half-fed, half-awakened. My heart is breaking open to you. Don't look away. The next words carry answers to what you've cried about for years. Keep listening. Honor what I'm still revealing. I see the fractures, the disconnections, the places where love once lived and now feels like dust. I have witnessed the unspoken pain that lingers between you and those you cherish, the silence that has replaced laughter, the cold glances that once were filled with warmth. And I tell you now, with the full authority of heaven, I am resurrecting what seemed dead. Relationships that were buried beneath betrayal, misunderstanding, or years of silence are coming back to life, not through human effort alone, but by the power of my spirit. Where walls were built, I am placing bridges. Where words wounded, I am sowing healing. Where memories brought only sorrow, I am planting new beginnings. This is not a shallow reunion. This is a divine restoration. It is the kind of mending only I can do. You've prayed for change but thought it was too late. You've longed for reconciliation but feared rejection. You've grieved connections that felt permanently lost. But I have not forgotten what you cried for in the dark. I am stirring hearts. I am softening pride. I am removing blinders from eyes that couldn't see your value. I am not only healing you, I am healing them too. And when you both arrive at the place of surrender, restoration will not just be possible, it will be inevitable. Let go of the offense. Release the bitterness. Choose to forgive even when it doesn't feel fair. This is not weakness, it is spiritual maturity. As you yield your pain to me, I will turn it into peace. As you bless those who hurt you, I will open up rivers of reconciliation. There is no rift too wide, no pain too deep, no history too complicated for my hand. But I touch lives again. I am breathing on families that were divided. I am reviving friendships that fell apart in silence. I am healing marriages that have grown numb under the weight of years. I am restoring communication between parents and children, between siblings, between generations. I am realigning hearts that once beat out of sync. Where strife ruled, I now decree unity. Where distance dominated, I now declare closeness. You will not have to force this. You will not need to manipulate timing or manufacture emotion. My spirit will do the heavy lifting. Just be willing. Be open. Stay humble. Be ready to love again, not with fear but with faith. I will make your heart soft and wise. I will teach you how to love without losing yourself, how to guard without hardening, how to speak truth with tenderness. Let me be the foundation of every relationship you step into. Let my love shape your tone, your posture, your responses. You are not called to control others. You are called to carry my compassion. As you love like I love, hearts will open and healing will rush in. This is a resurrection, not a repetition. What I restore, I strengthen. What I bring back, I bless. The love you thought was lost is being rewritten with grace. And you, my child, are a bridge builder, a peacemaker, a restorer. Watch me turn broken bonds into holy unions. The wind has shifted, and relationships are rising. You have wandered through mental fog, trying to discern truth from illusion, wisdom from impulse, direction from distraction. You've stood at crossroads unsure whether to turn, wait, or walk away. Confusion has whispered louder than clarity, and it has left you weary. But I declare to you now with divine certainty, clarity is coming. I am the God of precision, not disorder. I do not lead by chaos. I do not confuse the minds of those who seek me. You've wondered if your uncertainty was my silence, but it was my invitation. I have allowed the questions to bring you closer to my presence, where answers dwell not in logic alone, but in revelation. This is the hour of unveiling. I am lifting the fog. I am parting the clouds. I am silencing the noise. I am recentering your thoughts on my word. You will not need to guess anymore. You will not stumble in indecision. You will move with confidence because my spirit is your compass. I will whisper to you in the quiet. I will guide you through the word. I will confirm what your soul senses with divine peace. Trust what I reveal, even if it requires letting go of what you once leaned on. Sometimes the confusion was not an attack, it was a warning. I allowed uncertainty to frustrate your plans so I could protect your purpose. Now I release clarity that cuts through every distraction. You will see clearly. You will speak clearly. You will act clearly, not from panic but from peace. You will no longer follow feeling, you will follow faith. You will not base decisions on fleeting emotions or the opinions of the crowd. I will anchor your discernment in wisdom. I will sharpen your spiritual hearing. I will remove the blinders of assumption and teach you to wait on my timing without anxiety. Do not rush into what looks good, wait for what is right. Do not be seduced by opportunity, be led by obedience. I am not just showing you what to do, I am shaping who you are as you decide. The fog that once clouded your thinking is bowing now to my truth. Confusion cannot coexist with revelation, and I am releasing revelation now. Every step you take will be ordered. Every word you speak will carry authority. Every decision you make will bear fruit, because it will be rooted in my wisdom. I will make you a voice of clarity in a world of contradiction. I will set you as a lighthouse on stormy shores. You will not be moved. Stay anchored in me. Seek my presence, not just my direction. Rest in the assurance that I go before you. The path you could not see is becoming clear. The choices that once felt paralyzing will become simple under my light. I am not hiding your destiny. I am unfolding it. Clarity is not a feeling. It is the fruit of connection. So remain close. Listen. Yield. And move when I say move. My child, the fog is lifting. My voice is clear. My guidance is sure. Walk in the light, for I have made your path straight. You've watched others advance while you waited. You've seen doors swing open for them while you sat in silence, wondering if your turn would ever come. But I tell you now, with thunder in my voice and joy in my heart, divine acceleration has begun. I do not operate on man's clock. I am not bound by deadlines, timelines, or predictions. I am the author of time, the redeemer of years, the one who can do in a moment what should have taken a lifetime. I am not late. I am not slow. I am strategic. And now, I am moving on your behalf with speed you cannot comprehend. Do not compare your journey to others. What looked like delay was divine design. I have been building depth, capacity, endurance. I have been crafting roots strong enough to hold the weight of what's coming. And now that the foundation is laid, acceleration will feel like flight. Do not be surprised when the things that were stuck suddenly begin to move. Do not be overwhelmed when the no becomes a now. Where you once walked step by step, you will now leap from glory to glory. But this is not chaos. It is coordinated by my hand. I will give you the grace to handle the pace. Everything is aligning. People, resources, opportunities, assignments. What once crawled will now run. What once inched forward will now soar. And it will not be exhausting. It will be exhilarating. Because it is not powered by your strength. It is driven by my spirit. Stay sensitive to my voice. Acceleration requires attention. You must move when I say move. You must speak when I give the word. You must let go of what delays and entangles. This is not a time for hesitation or fear. I have cleared the path. I have anointed your feet. I have ignited the wind behind you. This is not about speed for speed's sake. It's about fulfillment. Promises are ripening. Prayers are maturing. Prophecies are converging. What took others years, I will do through you in months, weeks, days. Because when I move, everything obeys. Nature responds. Time bows. Circumstances bend. And all of it will make sense, not because you planned it, but because I ordained it. Do not shrink. Do not second guess. Do not apologize for the pace I set. You are not skipping steps. You are walking my path. I am redeeming time that was stolen. I am accelerating healing that should have taken years. I am fulfilling visions that were once considered impossible. The momentum you feel is real. The shift in your spirit is confirmation. Acceleration is not coming, it's already begun. And you, my child, are riding the wind of my will. I see the grip fear has tried to maintain, how it has crept in through disappointments, disguised itself as caution, woven itself around your thoughts in moments when you dared to dream again. I see the way it whispered worst-case outcomes into your mind when you were on the verge of stepping forward. I have watched it dress itself as wisdom, convincing you to play small, to stay safe, to stay silent. But hear me now, with no ambiguity, fear is losing its hold. You were never meant to be ruled by what terrifies you. You were not formed in fear's image. You were born of my spirit, and my spirit carries no fear, only power, only love, only soundness of mind. I do not lead with dread. I do not guide with anxiety. I do not instruct through panic. My guidance is not chaotic. It is peaceful, precise, present. I am removing the fear that has masked itself as self-preservation. I am stripping off the lies that told you you were too fragile, too flawed, too late. You are none of those things. You are strong because I strengthen you. You are whole because I heal you. You are right on time because I hold time in my hand. Let the fear fall. Let the weight lift. Let the darkness that hovered just outside your hope dissolve in the light of my truth. Do not wait until you feel brave. Move while trembling. Speak even when your voice shakes. Walk forward while your legs still remember the chains that once held them. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it is the presence of faith that refuses to bow to it. I am the one who equips you. I am the one who sends you. And when I am with you, nothing formed against you can prosper. Feel the shift now. It's not just emotional, it is spiritual. The air is clearing. The lies are losing ground. You are beginning to see, not with fear-clouded eyes, but with heaven-born vision. You are no longer confined by what if. You are now governed by I am. I am with you. I am for you. I am within you. I am your defender, your strength, your peace. The storm can no longer sink you because I am in the boat. Fear may knock, but it will find no home here. Not anymore. You've made space for me, and where I dwell, torment cannot survive. I am placing boldness in your bones, resilience in your spirit, fire in your words. You will look at what used to paralyze you and laugh, not because it was never real, but because it is no longer greater than the truth you carry. You are safe even in uncertainty, because safety is not a place. It is a presence. I am that presence. You are anchored. You are secure. Fear is losing its grip, not because the threats have disappeared, but because you now know who stands with you in the face of them. Take your next step. Speak your next yes. Trust me in the unknown. You will find no terror there, only my hand, already reaching. This is where fear ends and freedom begins. You have cried behind closed doors, not because of the battle, but because of how many watched you bleed while they stood in silence. You bore your pain without an audience, carried betrayal like armor, and endured attacks from those you once protected. You walked through fire, and the very ones who lit the match mocked your ashes. But I tell you now, with fire in my voice and joy in my eyes, they will see what I do next. I have not forgotten the wounds. I have not turned away from the injustice. I have taken account of every accusation, every slander, every time your name was dragged through places it never belonged. I saw it. I grieved with you. And now I answer, not with vengeance in the way man desires, but with vindication in the way only heaven can deliver. Your enemies will not be destroyed. They will be silenced. They will witness your rising and know without question that it was I who lifted you. They will see doors open for you that they tried to close. They will watch as favor surrounds you like a shield, and they will know that no human hand orchestrated your increase. It was divine. I will not humiliate them. I will exalt you. I will not shame them. I will elevate you in the presence of those who doubted you. This is not for your ego. This is for my glory. I prepare a table, not in secrecy, but in their presence. I do it not to provoke pride, but to display promise. What they intended for harm, I am now using as the very backdrop for your elevation. What they meant as delay, I am turning into display. You will eat in peace while those who tried to rob you witness your fulfillment. Do not seek revenge. Do not gloat. Do not look back to curse those who cursed you. Keep your eyes on me. Let me handle the exposure, the justice, the redemption. Your only assignment is to rise, pure, focused, grateful. Leave the rest to me. I am your defender, and I do not forget. Your vindication will not be subtle. It will be undeniable, not just in one area, but across the entire landscape of your life. Where they spoke of your lack, I will reveal your abundance. Where they questioned your calling, I will unveil your impact. Where they doubted your strength, I will manifest my glory. And when they ask how, you will answer, He did it. You won't need to prove yourself. You won't need to defend your name. I am doing it. I am writing the final word. Let me finish it. Let me showcase it. Let me make it plain. Not so you can boast, but so they can see the truth. I am not embarrassed by your scars. I am proud of your endurance. I am proud of how you chose integrity over retaliation, mercy over malice, faith over fury. And because you trusted me, I now elevate you. Let them see. Let them marvel. Let them wonder. For what I am about to release in your life is not just restoration. It is revelation. And it will be witnessed by those who once thought it was over. Do not retreat when we are this close to the unveiling. I am not finished, and neither are you. If you walk away now, you will silence the very confirmation your heart has begged me to give. This isn't just teaching, it is transformation in motion. The next sections are where your spirit will rise. Stay with me. I've saved the most intimate for what's coming next. You wondered if your words ever broke through the ceiling. You questioned whether I heard the cries spoken through trembling lips and tear-stained whispers. You spoke in faith but waited in silence, unsure if anything moved. And now I declare, not with hesitation but with full assurance, your prayers have reached heaven. Not one syllable was lost. Not one cry was dismissed. Not one plea was ignored. I have gathered every word like precious rain, stored every intercession like treasure in my courts. I have been moved by your persistence, by your refusal to let go, by your willingness to keep believing when everything around you said nothing was changing. Do not confuse my timing with absence. Do not mistake preparation for denial. I have heard and I have acted. Angels have been dispatched on assignment. Chains are breaking in places you haven't even seen. Doors are unlocking before your eyes have adjusted to the light. You may not have understood the delay, but now I reveal the purpose. It was never silence. It was orchestration. The time is now. The prayers you forgot you prayed are waking up. Seeds planted in seasons of famine are breaking through the ground with wild force. I am not just answering. You are stepping into a field full of fulfillment. Where you thought one harvest would come, I am releasing multitudes. You prayed for change. I release transformation. You prayed for peace. I release wholeness. You prayed for breakthrough. I release overflow. Feel the shift in the spirit. What was once blocked is now opening. What felt ignored is now being fulfilled. I have not withheld out of cruelty. I waited to release it all in the fullness of time. And now, the fullness has come. Lift your voice again. Speak boldly. Your prayers are not powerless. They are prophetic. You are not begging for scraps. You are declaring destiny. I do not respond to performance. I respond to faith. And your faith has moved mountains you haven't even seen yet. Trust the unseen. Praise in the midst. Celebrate before manifestation. I am the God who answers, not only in whispers but in wonders. Watch how I move. Watch how I align. Watch how I turn everything you laid before me into testimony, into territory, into transformation. Your prayers, every last one, have reached me. And I, the Lord of hosts, the keeper of promises, the God of heaven's army, have answered. There is more upon your life than what the mirror reflects. There is more written in your story than what the past recorded. I placed glory within you before your first breath. And now, I bring it forth, not for applause, not for attention, but to display the wonder of who I am through the life I've entrusted to you. My glory will be revealed through you. You are not a vessel of shame. You are not merely a survivor of battles past. You are a carrier of my fire. Every wound that healed became a window. Every scar that remained became a seal of divine transformation. The crushing you endured was not to destroy you. It was to release the aroma of my spirit through you. What you thought was the end was the birthplace of my manifestation. Let me speak plainly to your spirit. Your testimony will shake foundations. Not because of your perfection, but because of your surrender. I use the yielded. I anoint the available. I choose the broken who allow me to rebuild them. And you, my child, are ready. Ready to reflect, to shine, to move in power, not your own, but mine. You don't need a platform to carry presence. You don't need a title to manifest truth. Just walk with me, and my glory will surround you like a pillar of fire. Just speak when I prompt you, and lives will shift. Just remain faithful in the unseen, and I will reveal you in due time. You are not the main character in this unfolding story. I am. But you are the canvas, and I will paint my majesty across every detail of your life. They will see your joy and ask where it came from. They will encounter your peace and crave the source. They will witness your restoration and be drawn to the restorer. You will become the evidence that I still heal, that I still speak, that I still deliver. You don't need to try harder. You need to yield deeper. My glory cannot be manufactured. It must be carried. You carry it by walking in love when offense would be easier. You carry it by forgiving when it's undeserved. You carry it by moving in obedience when no one is watching. And when the moment comes, when I position you to speak, to lead, to move, you will not need to shout. You will not need to prove. My presence will go before you. I will reveal myself through your courage. I will reveal myself through your humility. I will reveal myself through your excellence. Not to lift your name, but to lift eyes to me. Every stage I place you on, every room I send you into, every heart I call you to impact. Know this, you go not as a performer, but as a reflector. This is not performance. This is purpose. This is not charisma. This is consecration. I did not choose you for fame. I chose you for glory. I did not call you to shine alone. I called you to burn with holy fire. And now, my beloved, stand still. Let me clothe you in my radiance. Let me set you ablaze. Let me reveal my beauty, my power, my goodness through your yielded life. The world will not see a superstar. They will see a surrendered one, and they will know, I am real. I am good. I am here. The wilderness has lasted longer than you imagined. The detours, the disappointments, the seasons of dryness and delay made you question if you heard me right. You've walked through valleys where my voice felt distant, wandered through landscapes where my presence seemed hidden. But I tell you now, with the weight of eternity in my breath, you are crossing into promise. The land you're about to step into is not a fantasy. It is not a consolation prize. It is not a partial fulfillment. It is the exact territory I prepared when I first whispered destiny into your bones. This is not new for me. I've been preparing it while you were being prepared for it. And now, the two are about to collide in holy alignment. Do not mistake the giants for a closed door. Do not interpret resistance as denial. Every promise worth possessing requires boldness. You will not enter this land through comfort. You will enter through courage. And you, my child, are no longer the version of yourself who feared the unknown. You have been strengthened in the fire, matured in the waiting, equipped in the quiet. Now move forward. The manna may cease, but the fruit will overflow. The clouds may lift, but the sun will warm. You are no longer being carried. You are being commissioned. I am trusting you with land, with impact, with influence. And you will not just occupy it, you will flourish in it. Step into what I promised long ago. You did not miss it. The delays were not denials. They were divine detours, meant to prepare your heart for the weight of what is coming. You are not late. You are right on schedule. Every closed door behind you led you to the right one now opening before you. Cross the threshold. Don't drag the wilderness with you. Leave the old mindset at the river's edge. Let go of the identity forged in scarcity. You are no longer wandering. You are no longer proving. You are inheriting. You are stepping into fulfillment, not because of what you've earned, but because of what I've spoken. This promise will not be like past seasons. It will not come with striving or insecurity. It will come with clarity and authority. You will build what once only lived in prayer. You will touch what once lived only in vision. What you imagined is now becoming tangible. This is not only your crossing, this is my covenant. And I cross with you. I don't send you into promise alone. I walk beside you, ward before you, sing over you. I am your strategy. I am your supply. I am your security. Giants may still stand, but I am taller. Walls may still rise, but I tear them down. Lift your head. Wipe your tears. Strengthen your stance. You're not dreaming anymore. You're entering. This is not another test. This is fulfillment. And nothing can stop what I've ordained. My child, and take your step. You are crossing into the land I showed you, and you will possess every inch. The elevation is real. The doors are open. The wind is behind you, and momentum has gathered like a river about to break its banks. But hear me now, and let these words anchor your soul. Stay humble in the shift. Let not the speed of your rising eclipse the posture of your heart. For what I release with favor, I protect with humility. You did not arrive here by your own strength. You did not break through by your own brilliance. This shift was not a reward for performance. It was a reflection of my promise. And as I lift you, as I unveil you, As I pour favor upon favor over your life, let gratitude remain your garment. Let surrender be your fragrance. Let my feet be the place you always return to. Do not exalt yourself when the crowd cheers. Do not forget me when the victory arrives. Do not lose the stillness that birthed your strength. The very posture that positioned you for this breakthrough must remain the anchor that sustains you in it. I resist the proud, but I lift the lowly. You have known what it means to be overlooked, and now, as you are seen, remain bowed before me. Success will tempt you to think you've outgrown the secret place. Do not believe that lie. Your authority is born there. Your insight flows from there. Your purity is sustained there. Stay near to me. Let no applause distract you. Let no opportunity seduce you away from obedience. I'm not just giving you promotion. I'm trusting you with influence. And influence without humility becomes idolatry. Guard your heart. Let my spirit continue to search you, correct you, refine you. Let your elevation be my platform, not your pedestal. You are not ascending for power. You are rising to reveal me. Celebrate the shift, but don't lose your gaze. Receive the blessing, but don't forget the source. Walk boldly, but tread carefully. Let me weigh every motive. Let me be the one who defines what success looks like in each step. What I give, I protect, when you remain yielded. Humility is not weakness. It is divine strength wrapped in reverence. It is knowing where your power begins and where mine sustains. As I take you higher, let your roots go deeper. As the spotlight grows, let the light in your secret place burn brighter. I am not looking for performance. I'm looking for purity. I chose you not for show, but for surrender. And if you stay low before me, I will continue to raise you before others, not so they see you, but so they find me. The shift is holy. The moment is sacred. The wind is strong. But your grounding must be deeper than your growth. Stay humble in the shift, and you will never lose what I have given. You questioned me in the night when the winds were fierce and the path unclear. You doubted whether I still stood beside you as the ground trembled beneath your steps. You asked why the delay, why the pain, why the countless closed doors. And now I speak, with authority born of eternity and tenderness shaped by love. The shift was for your good. Every storm that bent your posture refined your strength. Every moment of silence deepened your ability to hear me. Every delay that seemed like denial was the perfect pause for me to prepare both you and what I had promised. You were not forgotten. You were being formed. I was shaping your responses, refining your desires, recalibrating your identity, so that when the wind finally shifted, you would be ready to rise and remain. I allowed the breaking not to destroy you, but to separate the false from the true, the shallow from the sacred, the temporary from the eternal. I removed what you thought you needed so that I could reveal what you truly carry. I let the ground shake so that the foundations of your faith could go deeper than convenience. I disrupted what was comfortable to awaken what was divine. You've grown, even when you didn't feel it. You've matured in the hidden place. You've gained wisdom in the wilderness. You've become more than you ever imagined while wondering if you were failing. Let me assure you now, nothing was wasted. Every tear, every sigh, every surrendered dream became the soil of a greater harvest. The shift was never punishment. It was preparation. I don't lead by cruelty. I lead by covenant. And this shift you've endured has aligned you with my eternal blueprint. You see now with different eyes. You walk now with renewed authority. You speak now with a voice that carries both compassion and conviction. You have been strengthened not through striving, but through surrender. Let your heart embrace what I'm revealing. You were never abandoned in the chaos. I was present in every moment. I was holding you when the winds howled. I was guiding you when you couldn't see the path. I was fighting for you when you didn't know the battle existed. And through it all, I was refining the gold within you, purifying the oil in your lamp, preparing the way for this very moment. This is not a return to what was. This is the beginning of what always was meant to be. The wind that once confused you now carries you. The terrain that once challenged you now bows beneath your feet. The questions that once haunted you have become anchors of revelation. And the strength you longed for is now your reality, not borrowed, but birthed. Celebrate not just the shift, but who you become because of it. You are not merely changed. You are awakened. You are not just surviving. You are stepping boldly into the life I designed. You carry not just healing. You carry answers. You move not in fear, but in fullness. Your hands no longer tremble. They build. Your voice no longer hesitates. It commands with clarity. This is what the wind created. This is what the fire forged. This is what my love produced in the waiting. And now, my child, walk in it. Speak from it. Lead with it. Let others look at your life and see what happens when someone refuses to give up in the shift. You did not miss your moment. You have arrived precisely on time. And everything that tried to stop you only served to sharpen you. I have turned your mourning into movement, your loss into launching, your wilderness into a gateway. What once looked like the end has become the beginning of something immeasurably greater. And now, with heaven watching and angels surrounding, I declare over you, your future has shifted. The wind has changed. The page has turned. And you, my beloved, are standing in the very place I always prepared. Let nothing shake your confidence. Let no fear steal your momentum. Let no voice challenge what I have established. A shift was for your good. And now, you rise, whole, equipped, unstoppable, and fully mine. Now that you've received the shift, will you help me carry it to another heart? This moment is sacred. Your gift is not to a channel. It is to a mission, a fire, a river of my word flowing to the broken. You are not just a viewer, you are a vessel. You've asked, Lord, how can I be part of this? This is how. Every seed you sow through super thanks or membership becomes oil on the altar, fuel for another deliverance, another awakening, another answered prayer. I will not only bless your giving, I will multiply it in ways you didn't expect. Act now. Give. Let this moment echo in eternity. Give through super thanks, join the membership, or release your offering through the PayPal link in the video description below. Let's carry this wind together. Now, my child, don't let this be just another word you heard. Let it be the word you release. Open your mouth and respond. Don't scroll past what I've stirred. Don't silence what I've awakened. Speak what I've placed in your spirit and watch it take root. Comment below and boldly declare, the wind has shifted in my favor. Not as a wish, not as a guess, not as a hope you barely believe, but as a decree soaked in divine certainty, as a testimony to your shift, as a witness to your moment. Heaven waits to hear you echo what I've already spoken. Declare it over your home. Declare it over your finances. Declare it over your mind, your body, your calling, your future. Speak it aloud. Write it down. Prophesy it into the atmosphere. The wind has shifted, and I am moving forward. Then share this word with someone whose faith had been faltering, whose hope feels buried beneath delay. Invite them to hear what I have just whispered to you. Let my voice echo through your obedience. Let the wind of this message travel farther than you ever could alone. This is more than content. It's a divine collision. And I am inviting you not just to consume it, but to carry it. So rise now. Take up your authority. Interact. Declare. Comment. Testify. And if you feel it, shout it. My season has changed. My story is shifting. The wind is behind me. God is leading me forward. Let these words be your banner, your breakthrough, your beginning. Your wind has shifted, and so has your world. My child, hush now. Be still. I want you to listen, not with your ears, but with the deepest part of your spirit. Lean in close to me. Breathe. Feel the very air around you, for it has changed. I have commanded a shift, and the atmosphere that once held you captive now moves with my purpose for you. You have felt the resistance for so long, like a relentless wind pushing against your every step. You have pushed, you have strained, and your heart has grown weary from the constant battle. You have asked me in the quiet of the night, how much longer must I fight so hard? And I am answering you now. From my very throne room, I have personally redirected the celestial currents. This is not by chance, my beloved. This is my deliberate, sovereign act, done entirely for your sake. I saw your faithfulness in the midst of the storm. I saw your tears when you thought no one was watching. I saw you stand when everything in you wanted to fall. Your persistence has reached me, and my response is this divine reversal. The spiritual wind that you have been fighting against, that wall of resistance that met you at every turn, I have now commanded it to turn. That same force is now at your back. What you once had to fight for, you will now be carried into. Where you once exhausted yourself just to take a single step, you will now feel an effortless momentum, a holy current guiding you forward. You need to understand, this is not a gradual drift. This is not a slow, gentle change that you might miss. No, this was a sudden, decisive act of my sovereign power. In a moment, by the authority of my word, I have altered the spiritual climate surrounding your life. I have spoken it, and it is done. The heavens have responded, and the earth must now align with what I have decreed for you. So, feel it now. I command you to feel the release in your soul. Let the tension you have carried in your shoulders for years finally dissolve. The season of relentless striving, of white-knuckled effort, is now concluded. Your struggle was not in vain, for it has prepared you for this moment of grace. But the striving itself is over. The fight to simply survive is finished. I have brought you into a new season, a season of being carried by my spirit. Let this truth sink deeper than your doubts. I have spoken, and the spiritual climate has changed to align with your destiny. The forecast over your life is no longer one of struggle, but of supernatural advancement. The pressure has lifted. The opposition has been broken. You are no longer fighting the current, you are flowing with it. This is my promise, and it is your new reality. Breathe in this new atmosphere. It is the breath of my spirit, and it carries the fragrance of your victory. Welcome, my precious one, to the season of the shift. My beloved, I want you to look with your spiritual eyes at the landscape of your life that has been. You have journeyed through a dry and barren wilderness, a place where resources were scarce and your soul grew thirsty for relief. I know the anxiety that gripped your heart when you looked at your finances. I heard your silent prayers in the middle of the night, wondering how you would make it through. You have known the weariness of gathering mere scraps, of living with the constant, nagging spirit of not enough. That spirit was a liar, a thief sent to steal your peace and shrink your vision down to the size of your problem. It told you that your worth was tied to your balance sheet and that your future was limited by your past. But that season, my child, is now officially and divinely concluded. The wind that has shifted is the very breath of my provision, and it is blowing rain upon the dry ground of your life. I am your Jehovah-Jireh, your more than enough, and I am now breaking the power of lack over you and your household. Where the ground was once cracked and barren, I am commanding springs of living water to burst forth. Where your storehouses were empty, I now command them to overflow. This is not a suggestion. It is a divine decree. I am commanding provision to find you. From the north, I am sending opportunities. From the south, I am sending favor. From the east, I am sending resources, and from the west, I am sending helpers. You are surrounded. You are encompassed by my plan to bless you until you have no more room to receive. Prepare yourself for a banquet where you once scavenged for crumbs. I am setting a table for you in the presence of your past fears, and this table will overflow with my goodness. Hear me now. Debts that have loomed over you like dark mountains are about to crumble. I will give you the wisdom and the means to see them canceled, suddenly and miraculously. Opportunities for increase, for new streams of income, for promotions you did not even ask for, will begin to manifest in your life. Do not be startled when help comes from the most unexpected places, for I am the God who uses everything and everyone to accomplish my will. But with this blessing, I give you a new instruction. You are not meant to be a stagnant pond of resources. You are destined to be a flowing river. I am blessing you so that you can become a blessing. You must learn to be a channel of my goodness. As I pour into you, you must pour into others. As you open your hand to give, I will open the windows of heaven over you. Your generosity will be the very thing that keeps the river of my provision flowing through your life without end. So, let go of the fear of not having enough. That mindset belongs to the desert you are leaving behind. Step into this new land, this place of abundance, with a heart full of gratitude and hands open to both receive and to give. This is your new reality. The wind of my abundance is blowing. My precious one, for a long time you have been navigating through a thick, disorienting fog. I know the confusion that has plagued your mind and the uncertainty that has arrested your heart. You have been afraid to move, terrified of making the wrong decision, because you could not see the path clearly. The enemy, the author of confusion, has waged a campaign against your mind, whispering lies to make you doubt my voice and question your own discernment. He wanted you paralyzed by indecision, trapped in a cycle of analysis and fear. This spiritual haze has made my voice seem distant, muffled, like a faint signal you struggled to tune into. It has clouded your vision and stolen your confidence. But that campaign of confusion is now canceled by the highest authority in the universe. The wind of my spirit is a holy, purifying fire, and it is now burning away every last wisp of that fog. I am bestowing upon you, right now, a spirit of wisdom and revelation for the path that lies ahead. The confusion is lifting. The haze is evaporating. And in its place, I am giving you a brilliant, piercing clarity. My voice, which once seemed distant, will now become a clear and precise whisper in your ear. You will know my leading. You will recognize my instructions. I am giving you my truth as an unshakable compass, a divine guide that will never fail you. No longer will you be tossed back and forth by every opinion or every circumstance. You will have an inner knowing, a solid conviction that comes directly from me. I am sharpening your ability to discern truth from error. You will see the enemy's traps from a mile away. You will recognize deceptive words and situations with a new spiritual sharpness that I am giving you. The lies that once entangled you will now seem obvious and powerless. The next steps for your life, your family, your career, and your ministry The very steps that were once hidden in the mist are now becoming brilliantly clear. I am illuminating the path before you, one step at a time. You do not need to see the entire staircase. You only need to see the step I am lighting up for you right now. And I promise you, I will make it so bright that you cannot miss it. So, lift your eyes from the confusion of the past. Tune your spiritual ears to my frequency. I am speaking and I am making things bling. The year of confusion is over. The age of divine clarity has begun. Walk forward in the light I provide, for it will lead you to the glorious destiny I have prepared. My child, come closer. The wind that has shifted is carrying something for you. It is a new mantle, a spiritual garment of authority, and I am personally clothing you with it now. For too long, you have felt powerless. Your prayers seemed to hit the ceiling. Your words felt empty, and you felt overlooked and insignificant. You have been harassed by spiritual forces that made you feel small and weak. But that is not who you are, and that is not who I have created you to be. You are a child of the King, and it is time you walk in the authority that is your birthright. As you receive this mantle, you will feel a shift in your spiritual posture. You will stand taller, not in your own strength, but in the power I have vested in you. With this new mantle comes a new weight to your words. When you speak, aligning your words with my will, they will carry an authority they did not have before. You will speak to mountains of debt and difficulty, and they will move. You will speak to storms of chaos in your family and in your work, and they will cease. Your words will become creative forces that shake circumstances and bring order where there has been chaos. People will notice the difference. Where you were once overlooked, you will now be sought out for your counsel and your wisdom. Your insight, given by my Spirit, will be a key that unlocks problems for others. They will see the favor of God on you and will be drawn to the light that I have placed within you. And hear this, my warrior. Those demonic forces that once harassed you, that whispered lies in your ear and tormented your mind, will now flee at the sound of your voice. When you speak my name, when you declare my word, they will tremble and scatter. You are no longer on the defensive. I am giving you influence, not just for your own promotion, but to unlock the destinies of others. You will speak a word of encouragement to someone, and it will be the very word that launches them into their purpose. You will pray for someone, and the chains that have bound them for years will fall away. This is the power I am entrusting to you. But you must step into this mantle with profound humility. You must never forget that its power flows from me alone. It is not your own might, nor your own wisdom. It is my grace operating through you. The moment you begin to think this authority is your own, the mantle will feel heavy and ineffective. But as you remain humble, knowing you are simply a vessel, the power will flow without limit. Step into it now. Wear it for my glory. The wind of my authority is upon you. My beloved, listen to me. This new wind of my Spirit is powerful. It is ready to carry you into a future so much greater than your past. But it cannot take you forward if you are anchored to the ground of yesterday. Imagine a great ship with its sails full of a mighty wind, yet it cannot move because its anchor is lodged deep in the mud below. This is your situation. The power is available, the shift has happened, but you must participate by releasing the anchors of your past disappointments. You have been dragging the weight of old failures, replaying them in your mind, allowing them to define you. But I am the God who makes all things new. I have already cast your failures into the sea of forgetfulness, and I am commanding you now to do the same. Cut the rope to those old mistakes. They have no power over your future unless you give it to them. I see the wounds in your soul, the places where you have been deeply hurt by people, by circumstances, by betrayals. You have carried the memory of that pain for so long that you believe it is a permanent part of you. But I am your healer, Jehovah Rapha. That wind blowing upon you carries my healing balm, and I am applying it to the wounds you thought were permanent. I am closing up what was broken and soothing the ache that has been your constant companion. What you must let go. You must forgive those who wronged you. Understand this, my child. I am not asking you to do this for them. They may never acknowledge what they did. I am asking you to forgive so that you can be free. Unforgiveness is a heavy, toxic anchor, and it will keep you tethered to the very pain you long to escape. Release them into my hands, and in that moment of release, you will feel your own spirit begin to soar. The what-ifs and should-haves that torment your mind are dead weight. They serve no purpose but to keep you looking backward when I am calling you to look forward. Leave them at the bottom of the sea. They are useless baggage on this new voyage. My grace is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more than sufficient to cover every past mistake, every foolish decision, every broken moment. My grace is the power that not only forgives your past but completely launches you into your future. So make a decision today. Choose freedom. Choose to let go. Speak it out loud. I cut the anchor to my past. I release the weight of disappointment. I forgive those who have hurt me. I receive the grace of my God to sail into the new. The wind is blowing, my child. Pull up your anchor and let us begin this glorious journey together. My child, pause with me. You have done well to listen this far, and my heart rejoices. But to turn away now would be to cut the anchor only to drift aimlessly. The next words I have for you are the map for this new journey, the divine acceleration, and the hidden gifts I am ready to uncover. It would grieve my spirit for you to have the freedom to sail, but never receive the glorious destination I have planned. Please stay. Let me show you what this freedom is truly for. Behold, my child, and ready your heart, for I am doing something unprecedented in your timeline. I am compressing time for you. The season of long, painful waiting is over. I am stepping into your circumstances as the Lord of time itself, and I am accelerating my purposes in your life. Where the enemy has tried to cause delays, to postpone your destiny, and to wear you out with waiting, I am now decreeing a divine acceleration. You must prepare for this, for it will require a new level of faith and attentiveness from you. Things are about to begin moving very, very quickly. My hand is on the clock of your life, and I am moving it forward. What was prophesied to happen in the distant future, things you thought you would not see for years, will now begin to unfold in months, even weeks. I am fast-tracking your destiny. You are about to witness me redeem the time that the locusts have eaten. The years of stagnation, the years of feeling stuck and passed over, I am restoring them to you in a fraction of the time. You will feel as though you are catching up and even overtaking others who started long before you. This is not by your power or your might, but by my Spirit, says the Lord. I am the one who makes up for lost time. I'm the one who can accomplish in a day what would normally take a decade. Prepare your spirit for a convergence of promises. You have been waiting on multiple things from me, a breakthrough in your family, a shift in your finances, a new direction in your calling. You thought they would happen one by one, in an orderly sequence. But in this season of acceleration, I am bringing a convergence. You will see multiple prophecies fulfilled at once. The blessing in one area will trigger the breakthrough in another. It will be a cascade of my goodness, a domino effect of my favor being released into your life. This will be a season of suddenlies. Suddenly, a door will open. Suddenly, a check will arrive. Suddenly, a relationship will be healed. Suddenly, The answer you have been waiting for will be there. These are not random occurrences. They are rapid turnarounds orchestrated by my hand. Your job is to stay alert. You cannot afford to be spiritually asleep in this season. You must move when I say move. You must act when I give the instruction. I am moving quickly, and you must move with me. Rid yourself of all procrastination. The wind of my spirit is blowing fast and hard. Set your sail and prepare for the ride of your life. The acceleration has begun. My child, listen to the sound of this new wind, for it is a wind of revelation. For far too long, you have looked at yourself and seen only what is ordinary. You have taken inventory of your talents and abilities and found them to be common, modest, and insufficient for the dreams I have placed in your heart. The enemy has worked diligently to convince you that you are equipped with only the bare minimum. But this, my child, is a lie that is now being exposed. This holy wind is blowing away the dust of familiarity and the cover of self-doubt that have hidden the treasures I placed within you before the foundation of the world. You are a treasure chest, and I am now blowing it wide open for you to see what I see. Get ready to be surprised by yourself. I am blowing the cover off of gifts and talents you did not know you possessed. You will find yourself speaking with a wisdom you did not know you had. You will discover a capacity for leadership you never thought possible. You will find a creative wellspring within you that begins to pour forth with ideas, songs, and solutions. These are not new things I am giving you. They are ancient things I am uncovering. They have been dormant, waiting for this specific season, this appointed time, for them to be called forth. This wind is my call, wakening what hath been asleep within your spirit. Do not be afraid of this new potential. Do not shrink back and say, "That can't be me." It is you. It is the you I created you to be, and the time for your full manifestation is now. Along with these gifts, I am revealing to you my divine strategies for victory and advancement. The problems that have perplexed you for years, the ones you have turned over and over in your mind with no solution, will suddenly become clear. In a moment of prayer, in a quiet thought, while reading my word, the answer will appear in your spirit with sudden, brilliant clarity. It will be so simple you will wonder why you never saw it before. This is because I am giving you access to heavenly wisdom. I will show you the hidden paths to success that others have missed. While the world follows the crowded, beaten path, I will lead you on a strategic route known only to those who listen for my voice. The mysteries of my word will also open to you as never before. Scriptures you have read 100 times will suddenly explode with new meaning, tailored specifically for the challenges and opportunities you are now facing. Everything you need for this new season has already been planted within you. The wind of my spirit is now calling it all forth to manifest. Expect it, receive it, and use it for my glory. My beloved, as this new wind blows through your life, you must understand that it is also a wind of separation and of gathering. Not everything and everyone from your past season can come with you into this new territory. Some relationships, even those you have cherished, have become anchors of a different kind, drains on your spirit, voices of doubt, and connections that subtly pull you away from my perfect will. I know the pain and confusion this has caused. You have felt torn, wanting to be loyal, yet feeling the life being sapped out of you. You have prayed for change, and I have heard you. That is why this mighty wind is now bringing a divine realignment to your relationships. With great love and mercy, I am blowing certain people out of your life. Do not be alarmed, and do not try to cling to them. These are the connections that have consistently sown discord, encouraged your fears, and belittled the call I have placed on your life. Their departure is not a punishment. It is an act of my protection over you. I am making room for what is new. A farmer must clear the weeds before he can plant the new crop, and I am lovingly clearing the relational weeds from the garden of your life. Some of these departures will be sudden and unexplained. Others will be a peaceful, gradual drifting apart. Trust my wisdom in this process. Let them go with grace. Release them to me and keep your eyes fixed on where I am leading you. Your loyalty must be to my voice above all others. Simultaneously, as this wind clears a path, it is also bringing in divine connections and destiny helpers. You have cried out to me from a place of loneliness, longing for a community, for a tribe that understands the language of your heart. I am answering that prayer now. Look for the new faces I am sending. They will be people who champion your call, who sharpen your faith, and who celebrate your victories as if they were their own. They will not be intimidated by your anointing, but will be drawn to it. Contentious relationships that have been a source of constant strife will either be miraculously healed by my hand, bringing true reconciliation, or they will be peacefully dissolved to make way for these sacred new alliances. You will find your people. You will find those who will run with you, pray for you, and stand with you. Iron sharpens iron, and I am bringing the right people to sharpen you for this glorious new season. Open your heart. Be willing to be vulnerable. Your season of isolation is over. The wind is bringing your tribe to you. My child, I want you to prepare your heart to receive a blessing that cannot be earned or bought. It is the wind of my favor, and it is a tangible, powerful force that I am now releasing to rest heavily upon you. You have known seasons of intense labor with little reward. You have pushed against doors that refused to open. You have experienced friction, opposition, and rejection in situations where you should have been received. You have done all you knew to do in your own strength, and it has left you weary. But the season has shifted. Your striving hath been replaced by my spirit, and your effort is now being crowned with my unmerited favor. This favor goes before you to make the crooked path straight. It is a heavenly advantage that causes things to work out for your good. Watch now, as doors that were firmly closed will begin to swing wide open for you, often without you even having to knock. People who were once opposed to you will suddenly have a change of heart, not understanding why they now want to help you. I will divinely position key individuals to grant you grace and assistance. They will extend opportunities, give you access, and speak well of you in places of influence. You will find favor in situations where you previously found only frustration and struggle. Job applications, business proposals, difficult negotiations, and challenging conversations will all be touched by this wind of my favor. It is a magnet for opportunities, promotions, and breakthroughs. It will cause you to be noticed, to be chosen, and to be promoted. You must understand, this favor is not because you are more deserving than anyone else. It is a gift of my grace, given because you are my child and it pleases me to bless you. Your part is to walk in the identity of one who is deeply loved and highly favored by the King of all kings. Do not walk with your head down in false humility, expecting rejection. Lift your head high. Walk into every room, every meeting, every opportunity with the quiet confidence that my favor is upon you. Expect good things to happen. Expect people to be kind to you. Expect systems to work for you. This is not arrogance. This is faith. It is believing my word about you more than you believe the circumstances around you. This favor will amplify the power of your gifts and open up platforms for your calling. He is the supernatural oil that makes the engine of your life run smoothly and powerfully. Receive it now. It is my gift to you, carried on this mighty wind. It is upon you, it is with you, and it is for you. My precious child, your heart hath been heavy for so long. I have seen the secret tears you have cried and the grief you have carried like a heavy cloak. You have walked through a season of loss, of disappointment, of dreams that have died. You have sat among the ashes of what was, and your heart has learned the painful language of mourning. The enemy would love for you to believe that this spirit of heaviness is your permanent companion. But I have come to you today on this holy wind to declare that the season of mourning is over. I am personally reaching into your heart and lifting that spirit of heaviness from you. Its grip is broken. Its power is canceled. I command it to leave you now. In its place, I am making a divine exchange, just as I promised in my word. For your ashes, for the dust of your broken dreams, I am giving you a crown of beauty. I am restoring your dignity and your honor. For your mourning, I am anointing you with the oil of joy. This is not a shallow happiness that depends on circumstances. This is a deep, abiding joy that flows from my spirit, a wellspring that will bubble up within you even on difficult days. This joy will become your strength. It will change the way you see the world. And for your spirit of despair, I am clothing you in a garment of praise. Your worship will no longer be a struggle. It will become your natural, joyful response to my goodness. Laughter will return to your home. That sound, which has been absent for too long, will once again echo in your rooms. A new song will fill your mouth, a song of praise, of victory, of thankfulness for the incredible restoration I am bringing to your life. You will look back, and the memory of your sorrow, which seems so large and all-consuming right now, will be completely eclipsed by the sheer magnitude of the joy and goodness I am pouring out. It will seem like a distant dream compared to the vibrant reality of your new season. So, I command you, prepare to dance again. I am turning your wailing into dancing. I am removing your sackcloth and clothing you with joy. The celebration has already begun in the heavens, and it is now manifesting in your life on earth. Open your heart and receive this wave of joy. Let it wash over you, cleanse you, and fill every empty place within you. The wind is blowing away the tears, and your new day has dawned. My child, as this new joy returns to you like the morning sun, your heart asks, "How can I share this?" This is your answer. When you give, you carry my oil of joy into another soul's midnight, helping them trade their ashes for the crown of beauty I have just given you. Every super thanks you give is a seed of laughter planted in a field of tears, and I am the Lord of that harvest. You have prayed, "Use me, Lord," and this is how I'm answering you now, right in this moment of your own deliverance. I said that I love a cheerful giver, and for every seed of joy you sow, I will expand the borders of your own celebration. This moment is not random. It is your first opportunity to sow from your new season. Now act. Give through Super Thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description, and partner with me to let this river of gladness overflow to the ends of the earth. My beloved, feel that joy I have just spoken over you. It is real and it is yours. But my heart aches at the thought of you walking away now, for the accuser will immediately try to steal what I have given. The words I am about to speak are your shield, your armor, and your authority to silence his voice forever. Do not grieve me by leaving this holy ground with a treasure that is unguarded. Stay with me just a little longer. Let me arm you for the victory I have already won for you. My warrior, for too long your mind has been a battlefield, and you have been tormented by the insidious whispers of the enemy. He is the accuser, and his primary weapons are lies of inadequacy, fear, and condemnation. He has replayed your past mistakes to you on a loop, telling you that you are not good enough, that you are disqualified, that I am disappointed in you. These thoughts are not from me. They are the venom of the serpent, designed to paralyze you and keep you from walking in the freedom and authority I have given you. But hear the sound of the wind, my child. The wind of my spirit is rising to a mighty roar, and it is drowning out the whispers of the enemy. His voice is losing its power over you. I am amplifying my voice of truth and love in your inner ear. My voice is the one that speaks of your true identity. You are not a failure. You are my forgiven and redeemed child. You are not inadequate. You are my empowered and equipped vessel. You are not condemned. You are my cherished and beloved creation, righteous and accepted through the finished work of my Son. I am your vindicator. Where your name and reputation have been tarnished, either by others or by your own inner critic, I am silencing the slander and the false accusations. I am washing you clean not just in spirit, but in your own mind. A torment of thoughts that are not from me is coming to an end. You must participate in this victory. When those old lies of fear and condemnation try to creep back in, you must refuse to entertain them. You must recognize that they are the voice of a defeated foe. You will now have the discernment to say, "That is not the voice of my Father." I reject that thought, and you will replace that lie with my truth. When the accuser whispers, "You are weak," you will declare, "I am strong in the Lord." When he whispers, "You are a failure," you will declare, "I am the righteousness of God in Christ." This is how you enforce the victory I have already won. Stand firm in your identity. Clothe yourself in the truth of who I say you are. The wind of my spirit is clearing your mind of the enemy's static, allowing you to hear my song of love over you with beautiful clarity. The age of condemnation is over. You are free indeed. My child, listen closely, for with this new season I have prepared for you, there must also come a new empowerment. You cannot walk into the new territory I am giving you with the old equipment. The assignments that await you are greater than the ones you have faced before, and they will require a power that is not your own. Therefore, the wind of my spirit that is blowing upon you is carrying a precious substance, fresh oil. I am pouring out upon you a fresh anointing, a new consecration of my spirit, for the specific tasks I have prepared for your hands to do. This is not just a feeling of encouragement. This is a tangible impartation of my supernatural ability. The staleness you have felt, the sense that your old methods are no longer working, is because I have been calling you into something new that requires a new power. Be open now to receive it. This fresh anointing will saturate your spirit, soul, and body. It will equip you with the divine ability to fulfill the new role I have for you. Where you felt inadequate, this anointing will bring confidence. Where you felt weary, it will bring inexhaustible energy. Where you felt confused, it will bring piercing wisdom. The old ways of doing things will not suffice for the new things I am about to do through you. You will need my new power for my new plan. This anointing is the very power that breaks yokes of bondage. As it rests upon you, you will find that the bondages that have personally held you back will shatter. But it does not stop there. As you move and minister in this new anointing, the yokes of bondage on other people will break as well. Your words, your prayers, and your very presence will carry the freedom of heaven into the lives of those trapped in darkness. I am anointing you for impact. I am anointing you for influence. I am anointing you to be a sign and a wonder that points directly back to me. You will find that solutions come to you with ease, that favor flows to you effortlessly, and that strength rises within you at the precise moment of need. This is the evidence of my anointing at work in you. So I say to you, do not try to operate in the strength of yesterday. Do not rely on the successes of a past season. That was good for then, but this is now. I am doing a new thing, and it requires a new outpouring. position your heart under the flow of my Spirit. Tell me, Father, I am thirsty. I am ready. Pour out your Spirit upon me. For I give my Spirit without limit to those who ask. The wind of a new anointing is upon you. My beloved, this divine wind is the very Ruach HaKodesh, the breath of God. It is the same breath that I breathed into the first man to give him life, and it is the same breath that is now blowing healing and restoration through your physical body. I know the toll that past battles have taken on you. The stress has weakened you. The sorrow has exhausted you, and you have battled sickness and infirmity that have lingered for far too long, trying to convince you that weakness is your permanent state. But I am your Jehovah Rapha, the God who heals you, and today, my healing breath is sweeping away every trace of sickness and disease from your body. The pain that has been your constant companion, I command it to cease. The fatigue that has weighed you down, I command it to lift. Every cell, every organ, every system in your body must now come into alignment with the wholeness that I have decreed for you. I am renewing your youth like the eagles. I am restoring vitality where there was weariness and supernatural energy where there was only human exhaustion. The weariness from past seasons is being completely replaced by my divine stamina. You will find strength you did not know you had. You will wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and restored, ready to take on the day with a new vigor. This is not just a psychological boost. It is a physical and biological transformation orchestrated by my Spirit. I created your body, and I know precisely how to repair and restore it. My word is the final authority over your health, not a doctor's report, and not your symptoms. My word declares that by the stripes of my Son, you were healed. Therefore, you must receive your healing by faith. It is not something you have to beg for. It is something you must take hold of. It is a finished work of the cross, a paid-for inheritance that belongs to you as my child. So, speak to your body. Command it to align with my word of health. Say, body, you are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and sickness has no place here. I receive the healing power of Jesus Christ right now. As you do this in faith, you activate the healing that is already yours. Let this wind of my Spirit blow through you, cleansing you, restoring you, and making you whole, in spirit, in soul, and in body. The days of being defined by physical limitations are over. I am raising you up in strength and health to run the race I have set before you with endurance and power. My child, for a season, I have kept you in a hidden place. Like a sharp arrow, I have kept you in my quiver. Like a mighty ship, I have been building you in the safety of the harbor, away from the public eye. This season of hiddenness was not a punishment or rejection. It was a time of divine preparation. It was in the quiet, in the unnoticed moments, that I forged your character, tested your heart, and taught you to depend on me alone. You have wondered at times when will my time come? You have felt prepared but have seen no platform. You have felt a message burning in your heart but have had no audience. But I tell you today, the season of your hidden preparation is officially over. It is now time for your revealing. The wind of my Spirit is now blowing you out of the harbor and onto the open sea of your purpose. The light I have placed within you, the unique glory and testimony of your life, will no longer be hidden under a bushel. I am now positioning you on a platform where my faithfulness and my power can be clearly seen through you. This is not for your own glory, but for mine. Your life will become a living, breathing testament to my goodness, my restoring power, and my unfailing love. People will look at you and see what I have done, and it will give them hope for their own lives. I understand that this may feel intimidating. The quiet place was safe. The hiddenness was comfortable. But you were not created for comfort, you were created for impact. Do not shrink back from this new visibility. Do not fear the opinions of man. I have prepared you for this moment. Every trial, every tear, every lesson learned in the secret place was the training ground for what I am calling you into now. You have been approved by me in private, and now I will honor you in public. Step onto the platform I have built for you. Speak the words I give you. Do the works I have prepared for you. The ship is built. The sails are ready. The wind is blowing. It is time to launch out into the deep and let the world see the magnificent work I have done in you. Your revealing has come. My precious one, this new direction, this wind of my spirit, will inevitably take you into territories that are unfamiliar to you. It will lead you beyond the maps of your past experience and into the uncharted waters of the new things I am doing. This can feel frightening. The temptation will be to stay near the shore, in the shallow waters of what you know and what feels safe. But the destiny I have for you is not found in the shallows. It is found in the deep. Therefore, you must not be afraid, for I am the master of the wind and the waves. The very wind that is pushing you into these new waters is the wind that is under my complete command. Fear and intimidation are the enemies of this new season. That is why I am giving you a new and powerful impartation from my spirit, a spirit of holy boldness. This is not the brashness of the flesh, but a deep, spirit-born confidence that replaces all intimidation. You will face giants, but you will not tremble. You will face new challenges, but you will not cower. You will step into new rooms and onto new platforms with a calm assurance, knowing that the one who sent you is with you. Your faith is your compass in these uncharted waters. You must learn to keep your eyes fixed on me, not on the size of the waves around you. Circumstances will roar. People will doubt. Your own feelings may scream at you to turn back. But if you keep your eyes on me, the author and perfecter of your faith, I will guide you safely through any storm. I will give you the precise wisdom you need to navigate every new challenge and every new opportunity. When you do not know what to do, be still, and I will speak. I will give you the strategy. I will show you the way. Remember my charge to you now. Courage is not the absence of fear. You may feel fear, but courage is choosing to move forward anyway, simply because you trust that I am with you. Courage is taking the next step even when you can't see the whole staircase. Courage is stepping out of the boat of your comfort zone onto the water because you heard my call. This is your moment to be brave. The wind is at your back, my hand is on your life, and my presence is your guarantee of victory. Go forward into the unknown, for it is there that you will discover the glorious wonders I have in store for you. You have heard my call to the deep waters, and your spirit is stirred for the journey ahead. But my child, I plead with you, do not leave now. To sail into the new with an unpurified heart is a perilous voyage. It disappoints me to see my children empowered on the outside but hindered by the weeds and hidden things on the inside. What I have to say next is about the deep inner work that will sustain you in the open sea. Today, allow me to finish the beautiful work I have started in you. My child, you must understand that this divine wind is not only a creative force, but also a purifying one. As it blows through the garden of your life, it is strong enough to uproot everything that I have not planted there. For years, weeds have grown alongside the good seed I have sown. These are the weeds of hindering habits, of wrong mindsets that have limited you, of dependencies on people or things other than me. They have been choking out your spiritual life, stealing nutrients from your soul, and preventing you from bearing the full fruit you were destined to produce. You have tried in your own strength to pull these weeds, but their roots were too deep. But now, this purifying wind of my spirit is doing what you could not do on your own. I am declaring to you, as my word promises, that every plant in you that I, your heavenly Father, have not planted shall be rooted up. This process may feel unsettling. It can be uncomfortable when I put my finger on a secret habit, a cherished idol, a comfortable way of thinking that is contrary to my word. It may feel like a part of you is being torn away. But you must allow me to do this work. Allow me to cleanse your heart of anything that is not of faith, hope, and love. Surrender to me the mindsets of poverty, of fear, of victimhood. Hand over to me the dependencies that have kept you in bondage. Do not resist this holy pruning. This is an act of my deepest love for you. I love you too much to leave you entangled and hindered. I am making room for the good seeds of my word to finally flourish without competition. I am clearing the ground of your heart so that you can grow into a strong, healthy, mighty oak of righteousness, a planting for my own glory. So when you feel my spirit convicting you of an attitude, a habit, or a relationship that needs to go, do not argue or justify it. Simply agree with me and say, "Yes, Lord. Abrugad. I surrender it to you." This act of surrender is your cooperation with the purifying wind. It is necessary for true, healthy, and sustained growth in this new season. I am not just giving you new territory on the outside. I am cultivating a new, pure heart on the inside. My precious child, I know the desert your soul has been wandering in. I know the feeling of spiritual dryness, that hollow ache where a vibrant connection with me used to be. You have gone through the motions, saying prayers that felt empty and singing songs of worship while your heart felt distant and cold. You have feared that the well has run dry, that your passion for me has been lost forever. The enemy has whispered to you that this distance is permanent, that you have somehow crossed a line and can no longer feel the intimacy we once shared. But that, my child, is a lie born from the pit of hell. I tell you today, the drought is over. This wind that has shifted is bringing the heavy, saturating rains of my presence to the parched ground of your heart. Where your prayers once felt like a duty, they will now become a delight, a conversation you eagerly anticipate. Where your worship felt forced, it will now erupt from you spontaneously, a natural overflow of a heart captivated by my love. I am opening up the ancient wells of revival, not in a building or a meeting, but right inside your own spirit. The connection you feared was lost is not only being restored, it is being made deeper, more authentic, and more powerful than ever before. You will experience a new and profound intimacy with me. You will hear my voice in the stillness, feel my presence in your room, and know my love as a tangible reality that surrounds you at all times. I am calling you to drink deeply from this river. Do not just stand at the water's edge and observe. I want you to plunge in. Let the currents of my spirit wash away the dust of the desert from your soul. Let this living water saturate every dry and empty place within you. And from this place of deep personal revival, a new miracle will occur. You will not only be satisfied, but you will become a source of satisfaction for others. As my word promises, from your innermost being, from your belly, will flow rivers of living water. People who are thirsty, who are wandering in their own deserts, will be drawn to you, and as you speak of me, as you share my love, that river will flow from you to them, bringing life and refreshment wherever it goes. Your season of personal dryness is over. Your new season, as a conduit of my living water, has just begun. My child, you must remember who I am. I am the great creator. I spoke, and galaxies spun into existence. I painted the sunset with colors you cannot replicate. The very concept of beauty, of innovation, of design, was born in my heart. And because you are made in my image, that same creative spark resides within you. For a time, you have felt uninspired. You have relied on human logic, on old methods, on what hath been done before. You have felt a block in your creativity, a ceiling on your innovation. But this wind of my spirit is the very breath of creation, and I am breathing it upon you now to unlock your divine potential. I want you to expect a flood of divine ideas and innovative solutions to come into your spirit. For your work, I will give you strategies that will solve complex problems and bring breakthrough success. In your family, I will give you creative ideas to foster love, connection, and joy. For your ministry, I will download blueprints and plans that will expand your reach and impact for my kingdom. I am unlocking your artistic and problem-solving abilities in a completely new way. Do not be surprised when you feel a sudden urge to build, to write, to compose, to paint, to design, or to invent. These are not mere fanciful thoughts. These are whispers from heaven, invitations to co-create with me. You will create things of both beauty and function that will bring glory to my name and solutions to the world around you. Do not dismiss the new ideas that come to you, even if they seem too big or too far outside your current abilities. I would not give you the vision without also giving you the provision and the ability to carry it out. This is a season to get a notebook and write down the ideas I give you. It is a season to step out and try something new. The world has enough imitation. I am anointing you for innovation. I am calling you to bring heavenly solutions to earthly problems. The creative block is broken. The wind of my creative spirit is upon you. Now, arise and create with me. My beloved, this wind that blows is not a gentle breeze. It is a mighty, rushing, hurricane-force wind of my power, and it is strong enough to break chains that have bound your family for generations. You have seen the destructive patterns. You have felt their weight upon your own life. The patterns of sin, of poverty, of sickness, of divorce, of addiction. They have plagued your bloodline, passed down from one generation to the next, and the enemy has convinced you that this is your inescapable legacy. You have felt at times like you were in a prison you did not build, serving a sentence for crimes you did not commit. But I declare to you today, by the power of the blood of my Son, that this wicked inheritance is canceled. The patterns of darkness that have haunted your family history are stopping with you. Right here. Right now. You are not defined by the sins of your fathers. You are defined by the blood of my Son. In him you are a new creation. The old is gone. The new has come. I am redeeming your family history. I am setting a new course of blessing, of health, of prosperity, and of holiness that will flow from you to your descendants. You, my child, are a generational curse breaker. You are a spiritual pioneer, forging a new legacy of righteousness for those who will come after you. The ground you take now in faith will be the blessed inheritance of your children and your children's children. They will not have to fight the battles you have fought, because you are winning them now. Therefore, you must stand in your God-given authority and declare your freedom. You must speak it out loud. In the name of Jesus, I renounce every generational curse. I break every tie to the sins of my past. The legacy of lack and sickness stops with me. My family line is a bloodline of blessing from this day forward. Whom the Son sets free is free indeed, and you are free. Refuse to partner with those old, destructive patterns of thinking and behaving. When they try to reassert themselves, you will recognize them and reject them, for they have no place in your new life. You are securing a new inheritance for your family. The wind of my liberating power is blowing through your bloodline, and everything is being made new. My child, I have not been blind to the injustices you have suffered. I have seen every unfair accusation, every betrayal, every situation where you were wronged and had no power to make it right. I have collected every tear you have cried over your tarnished reputation and the pain of being misunderstood. The world may have forgotten, but I have not. I am a God of perfect justice, and there had been a case file in heaven with your name on it. I tell you today that the gavel of divine justice has fallen. The season of you suffering silently in injustice is over. I am now bringing my divine reversal into your life. This mighty wind is shifting the scales of justice in your favor. Be still and watch me work. Those who have knowingly and unrepentantly wronged you, who have set traps for you and slandered your name, will now face my righteous judgment. I will not allow their actions to stand. You do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to defend yourself. I am your vindicator, and I will defend you. I will restore your name and your reputation where it has been damaged. I will bring the truth to light, and your integrity will be made plain for all to see. Those who look down on you will be forced to look up and acknowledge that my hand is upon you. You must understand, my purpose in this is not to give you the satisfaction of revenge. My purpose is to display my own righteousness and faithfulness through your life. When people see how I have turned your situation around, how I have vindicated you and restored you, it will be a powerful testimony of who I am. It will show the world that I am a God who sees, who cares, and who rights the wrongs for his beloved children. So, release the situation into my hands completely. Stop replaying the injustice in your mind. Stop wishing for an apology you may never get. Your vindication does not come from them. It comes from me, and it will be far more complete and more glorious than you can imagine. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted in your situation, and your honor will be restored. My warrior, you can feel the strength and justice rising within you. But do not turn from my voice now, for this is a pivotal moment. Everything I have shared hath been to prepare and position you. The next words I have for you are your commission, your divine shift from defense to offense. It would break my kingly heart to see you fully equipped for battle, only to remain in the barracks forever. Your battle plan is about to be revealed. Do not miss your assignment. Listen closely. My warrior, for far too long, you have been living in a defensive posture. Your spiritual life has been characterized by survival. You have spent your energy fending off attacks, putting out fires, and simply trying to hold your ground against the onslaught of the enemy. You have felt like the one being hunted, constantly looking over your shoulder, waiting for the next assault. This has been a wearying and exhausting way to live, and it is not the victorious life I have destined for you. But the wind has shifted, and with it, your position on the battlefield has changed. I am now calling you from the trenches of defense and onto the open field of offense. It is time for you to advance and take new ground for my kingdom. You will now move from being the hunted to being a holy hunter for me. You will no longer be focused on what the enemy is doing to you. You will be focused on what I want to do through you to dismantle his kingdom. The fear and intimidation that once held you back are being replaced by the holy boldness of my spirit. I am calling you to take up your spiritual weapons, the sword of the Spirit, which is my word, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and to begin actively enforcing the victory that my Son has already won. You are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from a position of victory. I want you to begin to make plans for expansion. Think bigger. Dream bigger. The territory I have for you is vast. The gates of hell will not prevail against the forward march of my church, and you, my child, are my church in the earth. That promise applies directly to you. As you begin to step out in faith, to advance into enemy territory, to claim the promises I have given you, you will find that the forces of darkness that once seemed so intimidating will offer little resistance. They cannot stand against a child of God who knows their authority and is walking in humble obedience. So rise up, soldier. Your time on the defensive is over. The wind is at your back. It is time to advance, to take territory, and to bring my light into the darkest of places. My warrior, as I tip the scales of justice in your favor, your spirit yearns to see my righteousness flow for others. This is how. Your support does not just fund a message, it becomes a voice for the voiceless, carrying my word of vindication to another who is still crying out for their name to be restored. You have asked me for a way to be part of my work to make things right, and this is it. Each gift through super thanks or membership is a seed of truth sown into a situation of injustice. I said, sow righteousness for yourselves, reap the fruit of unfailing love, and I will honor my own principle through your obedience now. This act of faith, right now, will echo in eternity as you contend for another's breakthrough. As you act, know that I myself will stand as your great defender and bless your household with honor. Now, find the PayPal link in the description or give through the buttons here. Sow into my justice and watch me move. My child, for many years, you have lived a divided life. You have built a wall in your heart between the sacred and the secular. You believed that your calling was for Sunday mornings or for quiet moments of ministry, while your career, your daily work, was something separate, something you had to endure to provide for your family. You have felt unfulfilled, knowing there was a deeper purpose for your life but unable to see how it could possibly connect to your job. You have asked me, is this all there is to my life? To work, to come home, to sleep, and to repeat. I tell you today that the wind of my spirit is blowing down that artificial wall of separation. The division between the sacred and the secular in your life is now ending. I am merging your calling with your daily work. I am infusing your professional life with my divine purpose in ways that will surprise and delight you. You must begin to see your life through my eyes. Your workplace is your parish. Your colleagues are your congregation. Your desk is your altar. I have not called you to escape from the world, but to be my light right in the middle of it. The skills you use every day, your ability to organize, to communicate, to solve problems, to create. I gave you those skills, and I am now anointing them for the work of my kingdom. You will no longer see your job as just a way to make a living. You will see it as your unique and strategic place of ministry. I will give you divine strategies to bring my light and my wisdom into your specific industry. You will see opportunities to demonstrate integrity where there is corruption, to speak peace where there is conflict, and to offer hope where there is despair. You will become a problem solver, not with human intellect alone, but with the downloaded wisdom of heaven. People will be drawn to you, asking for your advice, not realizing they are being drawn to me within you. The deep fulfillment you have been searching for will not be found by quitting your job to enter a monastery. It will be found as you begin to faithfully serve me in every sphere of your life, recognizing that all of it, every meeting, every project, every conversation, is an act of worship when it is dedicated to me. Rededicate your career to me now. Offer it as a sacrifice of praise, and watch as I transform your work into a vibrant expression of your divine calling. My beloved, as the windows of heaven open over your life and this sudden blessing begins to pour forth, you must understand that with great blessing comes the need for great wisdom. In the past, you have perhaps mismanaged resources or missed opportunities because you acted in haste or out of a mindset of lack and fear. I know the secret anxiety in your heart that whispers, "What if I mess this up? What if I lose it all again?" I want to silence that fear today. The same wind that is blowing this new abundance into your life is also carrying with it an impartation of my divine wisdom to manage, sustain, and multiply everything I am giving you. I will not give you a blessing that you are not equipped to handle. I will give you the wisdom to be a faithful steward of the new resources, the new influence, and the new opportunities that are coming your way. But you must partner with me in this. You must seek my counsel before you make any major decisions in this new season. Do not rush into things based on emotion or the advice of foolish people. Come to me first. Wait for my peace and my clear direction. In the quiet place, I will give you the blueprint. I will show you what to do, what to say, where to invest, and what to avoid. Your attentiveness to my voice will be the key that unlocks not only the blessing, but the sustaining of that blessing for generations to come. Humility will be your greatest asset. You must remember that you are a steward, not an owner. Everything you have is a gift from me, entrusted to your care for a season to be used for my purposes. As long as you walk in humility, recognizing me as your source, the flow of my blessing will continue and increase. But I must also warn you, do not return to the old ways of thinking that led to lack. Do not make decisions out of fear or a poverty mindset. You must now think like a child of the King, an heir of abundance. I will teach you to be a wise and faithful manager, so that I can look at you and say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will now make you ruler over many things." The wisdom is yours for the asking. Seek it, and you will steward this new season with grace and excellence. My child, this new move of my spirit in your life is so profound that it will produce an entirely new sound of worship from your lips. For a long time, your worship may have been the sound of hopeful petition. You have cried out to me from a place of need, asking me to move, to help, to intervene. And that is beautiful and pleasing to me. But the season has shifted. The battles you have been fighting are being won. The breakthroughs you have been praying for are now manifesting. And because of this, the sound of your worship is about to change. It will no longer be the sound of a hopeful soldier. It will be the triumphant roar of a victorious one. This new sound will erupt from a heart that is overflowing with gratitude and awe at what I have done. Prophetic songs you did not know you could write will come forth. Spontaneous praise will erupt from you in the middle of your day. It will be a sound of triumphant victory, not just a plea for it. You will sing of my faithfulness because you are now living in the middle of its manifestation. You will shout of my power because you have seen it dismantle the obstacles in your path. This new sound is more than just music. It is a spiritual weapon. As you release this sound of high praise, it will silence the accusations of the enemy. It will shift the spiritual atmosphere in your home, in your car, in your workplace. It will push back the forces of darkness and create a holy space for my presence to dwell. Your new song will also draw others into my presence. When people hear the authentic, joyful, victorious sound of your worship, it will awaken a hunger in their own souls. They will want to know the God you sing about. Your worship will become a tool of evangelism, a spark that ignites revival in the hearts of those around you. So, I urge you, do not hold back. Release the new song that I am placing in your spirit. Let go of your inhibitions. Do not be concerned with what others may think. Your audience is me, and your new sound is the most beautiful music to my ears. Let praise be your constant language and your first response to every situation. For the wind of my spirit is not just bringing blessings, it is bringing a new, victorious anthem for you to sing. My warrior, as you step into this new season of advancement and visibility, you must be wise. The enemy of your soul is angered by your progress. He hates to see you walking in freedom, authority, and blessing. You will attempt to launch counterattacks to instill fear in your heart and to convince you to retreat back into the hidden place. But I want to speak this promise deep into your spirit today. As you advance, know that you are completely and utterly covered by my hand of protection. Do not fear the backlash. Do not be intimidated by the roaring of the lion. His attacks will not prosper against you. I am placing a divine hedge of protection around you, around your family, and around all that is yours. This hedge is impenetrable to any demonic force. I have given my angels, mighty ministering spirits, a direct charge over you. They have been commanded to guard you in all your ways. They go before you to clear the path. They stand beside you to defend you, and they encamp around you while you sleep. You are never alone, and you are never undefended. You are surrounded by a heavenly host that is far greater than any force that could ever come against you. I want you to memorize this eternal promise and hold it as a shield. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment, you shall condemn. This is your heritage as a servant of the Lord. Notice, I did not promise that no weapons would be formed. The enemy will try, but I have guaranteed their failure. His arrows will fall harmlessly at your feet. His lies will be exposed by my light. His plans will be thwarted by my power. Therefore, you must move forward in faith, not in fear. Refuse to give any mental or emotional energy to worrying about the enemy's plans. Your focus is to be on me and the assignment I have given you. When you walk in obedience, you are walking under the umbrella of my divine protection. Rest in the shadow of my wings. You are eternally secure in me, and nothing can touch you without first passing through my loving, sovereign hands. My beloved child, we are so close. My heart is pouring out to you, revealing the fullness of my plan for your life. To stop listening now would be to walk away just before the victory crown is placed upon your head. The final pieces of this divine message, your restored hope, your divine community, and the eternal legacy you will build, are what make this shift last forever. It would deeply grieve my spirit for you to receive the present blessing but miss the eternal purpose behind it. Stay with me until the very end. Let me complete the word I have for you. My precious child, I know the pain of a heart that has grown sick from hope deferred. You have believed for things in the past, stood on my promises, and waited, only to see your dreams crumble into dust. These experiences have left fractures in your hope. A cynicism and a protective doubt have crept into your heart, making you afraid to believe again, afraid to be disappointed one more time. You have given up on certain dreams, burying them in the graveyard of your heart, believing they are gone forever. But the wind that is blowing is the very breath of life, and I am now breathing life back into the dreams you had given up on. I am visiting the graveyard of your heart and commanding those dead dreams to come back to life. The cynicism that has shielded your heart from further pain is now being replaced by a resilient, vibrant, living hope. I am healing the fractures. I am restoring your ability to dream with me again, to believe for the impossible. My faithfulness to you in this season will become the solid foundation for your hope in all seasons to come. You will see me come through for you in such a powerful and undeniable way that it will erase the memory of past disappointments. You will learn to define hope not as a wishful thought, but as the confident, joyful, and certain expectation of my goodness in your life. I will not disappoint you. My word does not return to me void, and the promises I have spoken over you will be fulfilled. So, I call you today to let your heart be filled with joyful anticipation once more. Dare to dream again. Pull those buried dreams out of the ground, dust them off, and present them to me again. Nothing is too hard for me. No situation is too far gone. No dream is too dead for me to resurrect. Let this new wind blow away the ashes of yesterday's disappointments and reignite the fire of hope within your spirit. Your future is not a repetition of your past. Your future is as bright as the promises I have made to you. Anchor your hope not in the shifting sands of your circumstances, but in the unshakable rock of my unchanging character. I am faithful. What I have promised, I will do. My beloved, for a great portion of your journey, you have walked alone. Not because I ever left you, but because the enemy convinced you that isolation was your strength or perhaps your fate. He has fed you the lie that no one truly understands you, that you are safer on your own, and that community only leads to disappointment and pain. This spirit of isolation has kept you separated, lonely, and vulnerable. But the wind that is blowing is the wind of my family, the wind of my body, and it is now breaking the power of isolation over your life. You were not made to walk this path alone, and your season of solitary struggle is ending. I am leading you into a vibrant community of fellow believers who will embrace you, not for what you can do, but for who you are in me. I am divinely orchestrating your steps to cross with the very people who carry the answers to your prayers for friendship and fellowship. These will be connections that breathe life into your soul, not drain it. You will find strength and immeasurable joy in this fellowship. My word tells you that as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. You have been unsharpened for too long. I am bringing you into relationships that will both challenge you to grow and encourage you when you feel weak. You will find your place of belonging. This is your season to be planted in my house, the local gathering of my people, and to flourish in the courts of your God. Do not stand on the sidelines. Do not remain a visitor. I am calling you to put down roots. And I tell you this, the keys to building these deep, life-giving relationships will be vulnerability and authenticity. You must be willing to take off the mask of perfection and allow others to see both your strengths and your struggles. In that place of authentic connection, my spirit will move powerfully, knitting your hearts together in a bond that the enemy cannot break. So, step up. Accept the invitation. Go to the gathering. Introduce yourself to someone new. Your divine community is waiting for you, and in them, you will find one of the greatest blessings of this new season. My child, as you receive all these new blessings, the provision, the clarity, the authority, the joy, you must lift your perspective higher. The shift I am bringing into your life is not just for your comfort or your benefit in this lifetime alone. It is for a purpose far greater than yourself. It is for the generations that will come after you. I am not just the God of your present. I am the God of your children and your children's children. The choices you make today, the ground you take in this new season, will lay a foundation of blessing for your descendants that will endure long after you have come home to be with me. I want you to stop thinking only about your own life and start thinking generationally. Live for a cause that is greater than your own comfort. Live for the legacy of faith you are building. Every time you break a generational curse, you are ensuring your children will not have to fight that same battle. Every time you steward my blessings with wisdom, you are creating an inheritance of abundance for them to walk in. Every time you model a life of passionate faith, you are planting seeds that will grow into mighty trees of righteousness in your family line for years to come. Your life is meant to be a story, and your testimony of what I am doing in this season will be told for years to come as an example of my power and faithfulness. So build with me. Build something that will last for eternity. Invest your time, your energy, and your resources into things that have eternal value. Raise your children in the knowledge of my love. Serve others with a generous heart. Share my good news without fear. Your life is a pivotal link in a chain of blessing that I am forging through your family, The wind of my spirit is not just for your sails. It is to set a new direction for your entire lineage. Live this new life with a sense of holy responsibility and joyful purpose, knowing that your obedience today is securing a blessed future for the ones you love most dearly. My beloved, this is a truth of paramount importance, and you must grasp it with all your heart. The wind of my spirit is blowing powerfully. The currents of my purpose have shifted in your favor. But a mighty wind is of no use to a ship that keeps its sails down. The wind is my part, the miracle, the power, the opportunity. But you have a part to play as well, and your part is to set your sail. I am calling you out of passivity and into active partnership with me. You cannot simply sit in the boat and wait for me to do everything. Your faith must have action. What does it mean to set your sail? It means you must align your will, your thoughts, and your actions with the new direction my spirit is blowing. It means hoisting the giant sail of expectation, truly believing for the very best from me, and living your life in a state of joyful anticipation. It means you must step out of the boat of your comfort zone and onto the waters of faith. You must take risks based on my promises, not on what your circumstances dictate. It means making that phone call, submitting that application, starting that ministry, having that difficult conversation. Your action is the tangible evidence of your faith, and it is what catches the wind of my spirit and propels you forward. I want you to hear me with perfect clarity. A ship with its sails down cannot move, no matter how hard the wind blows. Do not let this be you. Do not receive all these incredible promises and then do nothing, waiting for them to fall into your lap. The blessing is released, but you must often walk into it. The door is open, but you must step through it. The provision is available, but you must often reach out your hand to take it. So, I charge you today, act now. Take off all hesitation. What is the one thing you know I have been asking you to do? Do that thing. That is you, hoisting your sail. As you do, you will feel the undeniable power of my spirit catch it, and you will begin to move forward into your destiny at a breathtaking speed. My child, as we come to the close of this sacred conversation, I want to seal this truth within you. The shift you are experiencing is not a temporary feeling. It is not an emotional high that will fade when difficulties arise. This is a permanent, irreversible change in your spiritual position and an eternal promise from me to you. The old season is over. It is not coming back. You have been repositioned for a new era of your life, an era of victory, abundance, and purpose. Therefore, listen to my final charge for you. Go forth in the might that I have given you. Do not look back at the past with longing or with fear. It has nothing for you. Your future is where I am. Remember this unwavering promise. It is I, the Lord your God, who goes with you. I will never, ever leave you, and I will never, ever forsake you. You will not take a single step into this new territory alone. My presence will be your constant companion, my wisdom your guide, and my power your strength. Let praise be the language that is always on your lips, for it is the language of faith and the sound of victory. Let my word be the food that nourishes your spirit and the foundation upon which you build your every decision. You are stepping into a new land, a new territory I have given you. I command you to occupy it. Do not be a tourist in your blessing. Be a resident. Settle in. Build. Expand. Take full possession of every promise I have made to you. My child, look up now. Lift your eyes to the horizon. Your greatest days are not behind you. They are directly, brilliantly, and gloriously in front of you. The sorrows of the past will be but a distant memory in the light of the goodness I am about to unfold. The struggle is over, The striving has ceased. The wind has shifted. Welcome to the new. My child, you are now standing at the threshold of your new beginning, ready to go forth. You have asked me, Lord, what is my first step in this new territory? This is your first command. Your first act of faith in this new year is to send this same life-altering wind to another soul who is still trapped in their old season. Your gift is the sacred first fruit of your new harvest, and a first fruit offering commands my blessing over your entire future. I said, give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, and I am waiting to pour that back to you in this new era. This moment is your first prophetic act. I will see this first step, and I will establish all your steps that follow in supernatural favor and abundance. And now click Give through Super Thanks, membership, or the PayPal links below. Begin your new life by partnering with me. My child, before you go, you have heard my voice, and your spirit has borne witness to this truth. You have felt the atmosphere change. Now, I invite you to seal this word in your heart with a powerful act of faith. I want you to make your agreement with heaven known, not just in your spirit, but in the physical world. Go to the space below this message, the place for comments, and with your own hands, write this declaration of your new reality. Let it be your public proclamation that you have received my promise. Declare with all your heart, the wind has shifted for me. This is more than just typing words. It is your personal amen to everything I have spoken to you today. It is you, raising your sail to catch this new wind. Each declaration written becomes part of a mighty chorus of faith, a testament that will strengthen your own resolve and become a beacon of hope for another soul who desperately needs to see that it is possible to believe again. Your act of faith pleases me. Do this now. Let your faith be seen, and then go forward, walking in the full reality of this divine shift. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel.